I will be making a Tim Burton themed Victorian doll. This is for a doll swap with Harley's Dollhouse. Make sure to watch her video next, subscribe, and her social media links are in the description box below. Watch until the end to see me unbox her doll. We decided to make dolls that were inspired by Tim Burton and the Victorian time period. I decided to make an original character that fits into the Nightmare Before Christmas universe. Since Jack is the Pumpkin King of Halloween Town, I decided to make a reclusive Spider Queen that lives on the outskirts of the town. Tim Burton uses very thin, sketchy lines in his artwork, and his world seemed to be a little bit off kilter. Nothing is quite straight or even, and that's the kind of look that I want to incorporate. I'll also be using a relatively monochromatic color palette for her. For the base, I'm using Apple White from Ever After High. She is from the Throne Coming collection, so that's why she has these translucent vinyl arms. And I'll be keeping them as is and incorporating them into her design. This is the first Ever After High repaint on this channel, so I'm excited to show a different doll base instead of the usual Monster High. I think her very round head also lends itself well to a Tim Burton character. After removing her hair, I submerge her in hot water for easy head removal. I'm removing the old hair and glue from inside of the head. I remove her factory paint with 100% acetone. I'm starting with the stand for this project because I was eager to create this spiral pattern and set the tone for the rest of the custom. I started with a gel pen and then I used acrylic paint. In order to create sketchy looking lines, I dry brushed with black acrylic. Once dry, I varnished with a matte varnish. For more protection, use a gloss varnish first and then go over it with a matte varnish. I drilled a hole in the center and glued wire in place. I bent the wire into a U shape to hold the doll from underneath, since her dress won't allow for a stand that attaches around the waist. I'll be making a crinoline that goes underneath to give the skirt volume. This isn't an accurate Victorian style by any means. Normally the corset would go underneath the crinoline, but I'll be making a removable crinoline for underneath the corset. I used metal hoops, ribbon, and glue to stiffen the ribbon. I wrap the ribbon around the hoop and then add glue and let dry. The ribbon holds the circular shape and it has some flexibility to it. The wide ribbon will go on the bottom and will be painted black. I attach ribbons to the one that will tie around the waist. I taped them in place and I rigged this doll stand so that I can attach the hoops. I used Fabri-tak to glue them in place. Once I got past the second hoop, I put her in this spice jar to attach the rest. I made some seamless stockings by putting a small amount of Fabri-tak at the end and then rolling it down on itself on the inside. For her corset, I create the shell of it by using glue to stiffen this fabric. Whenever I have to wrap a doll in plastic like this, I kind of feel like Dexter, especially since I did remove her head. and her waist is now snatched. Once that's dry, I add more glue and lay down this fabric, which is pretty thin and delicate, so I'm careful not to press it too much into the glue, otherwise the glue will seep through. I tuck the edges inside and then put a layer of glue over it to keep it secure. This corset is going to lace up, so I want it to be durable. I create a crisp edge for the side panels. I'm testing out the embellishments, and once I'm happy with it, I can glue them in place. I also made holes for the laces using a pointy metal tool to punch the holes through. I use clear for everything apart from this spider charm. That would need something stronger to secure it, and I use super glue. I used Fabri-tak and clips to create the laces. I got the charm from my craft store and I snipped off the loops and I used a diamond file to smooth it out. Then I used clear nail polish on top to stop the metal from tarnishing. I tuck in the edge of the lace and now I am going to make a modesty panel. A modesty panel is a piece of the same fabric as the corset, either left loose or attached, that goes behind the laces. This makes the corset adjustable for different waist sizes. With the modesty panel, you will just see fabric behind the laces, as opposed to skin or if there was a garment underneath the corset. I'm going to make my modesty panel attached. Since this fabric is so flimsy, it definitely needs to be stiffened. I attach it to one side only, and our corset is done. I want part of the skirt to be transparent so that you can see the crinoline underneath it, so I'm using this spiderweb lacy fabric. It will tie in the back, and since it's so thin, I doubled up on the silver lace. I'm adding a ruched black skirt over top. I'm making the ruching as small as I can, and I leave a couple of inches unruched at the top. I attach the top skirt and then add bows. I want the bottom of the skirt to cinch in a little bit and then flare out at the ends. I use this fabric to create some gathers. I attach it to the black skirt layer. I'm making a collar out of ribbon and lace. For the sleeves, I add some tulle around the edges. I use shoes from Frankie because they work so well and I just touch up any imperfections. I'm painting spider webs on her hands. I'm checking to see how the outfit works all together, first without the crinoline and then with. It's meant to work with or without the crinoline underneath. I got a manicure set for crafting, and this tool makes untying the laces very easy. Now I'm adding the crinoline underneath. You can leave the laces loose. I tuck them in under the corset. For her face, I will be giving her large eyes with small black pupils, since that's Tim Burton's signature look. I also carve out some cheekbones and a hollow. I'm making her lashes look spidery and wavy. And I'm adding baby hairs because I think it fits the aesthetic, and I've also been wanting to try that out. I paint her scalp black, and we'll be using yarn wefts since yarn holds a pose well and it also gives a stringy look. I'm giving her a half updo with a simple bun. Let's see her final look. I love her face, and I'm glad I've been pushing myself lately with sewing and making removable clothes. Her corset and crinoline are my favorite articles of clothing on this custom. Now for the unboxing. I opened the box off camera because it was pretty big, so I will be showing you what's inside. Thank you so much, Sammy, for spoiling me with all of these goodies. I'm sure the candy won't last more than a couple of days. Here are the certificates. This is a birthday themed doll. Check out my Instagram to see photos of her. If you follow me there, you know why Sammy also sent her to me. She's so adorable. It looks like I chose correctly and opened the other doll first, so here is the Tim Burton doll. She made my favorite Tim Burton character. It's Victorian Sally, and oh my goodness, she's so pretty. The dress is perfect, and I love the fabric and her shoes. Her hair is really soft. Thank you so much, Sammy. I am obsessed. And here they are together. I think they look fantastic. I also think it's pretty cool that we both made each other parasols. Let me know what you think of the Spider Queen in the comments below. This was a longer video because of the unboxing, but let me know if you prefer longer videos, or maybe you like the length that I usually do. My Instagram is linked below, check that out and follow me on there. I also have a Ko-fi, and thank you for the donations. It really helps me out. I see how many people are visiting my page, so that's awesome. I will continue to post sneak peeks and updates there, so even if you can't buy me a coffee, check it out because I like staying in touch between videos on there. Don't forget to click the red subscribe button below this video, and hit the bell too so you never miss an upload. The next video is right around the corner, so don't go anywhere and I will see you soon. Bye!